welcome to this Urban Tango Race recap of our Tango in a Day course in the Calesitas at Swansea University on the 5th of March. So, as usual, we did 4 workshops today and covered quite a bit of different elements of tango, including a bit about the history of tango, how milongas work, how the styles of tango developed, what are styles and what aren't styles. But in this recap we're going to concentrate mainly on the techniques and moves that we taught. So we start off with tango posture, leaning forward, having a slight flex in the knee. Talked about having a closing brace or opening brace, with the right hand of the leader coming around the back of the follower's right shoulder blade, while the follower's left arm comes around the back of the leader. Leader's arm coming to the side, follower's hand resting on top, and the importance of keeping this relative to our chest position in order to amplify our chest movements. We started off with the balancers, so walking away from side to side, moving our chest forward to lead the follower's free leg to move backwards, which allows us to step into that space, and we can go for a walk around the room. We can add in rock steps, we can add in side steps, we can take smaller steps, or we can take bigger steps, and we can also interpret the music with making things slower or quicker. We also looked at the outside system of walking from a side step, stepping forward with the right foot outside. We've twisted our chest to face each other because we want to keep our chests facing, and again we can go for a walk, and if we want to come back in line, we can either do so by walking forward with the left foot back in line, or taking a side step to the right and then going off with the left foot again. We then took this into some Ochos via a media luna, so our side step, we're stepping outside with our right foot, and then as leader we're twisting ourselves around to our left, which causes the follower to take a side step around us, and because she's still trying to follow our chest, she's now going to step forward with her left. And because she's trying to keep her chest with me, she's got torsion built up through her back, and her leg is actually, or her foot is twisted towards me, so when she transfers her weight onto it, she will pivot. I can take her to the right by twisting my chest to the right, to the left by twisting it to the left, so we can do Ochos and then walk it out. We also looked at adding paradas, pasadas and shoe shines and piques and beleos into these Ochos. So from our Ocho, if I move my right leg in front of the follower's pivoting leg, I get this block, which is the parada. From here she can do the shoe shine, piques, she can step over if I twist my chest to the left, and then she can self-decorate by putting herself into a beleo, again twist my chest to the left to walk out. Also from these Ochos, I can do the block on the other side with my right foot, or I can use my left foot as well, and we still get the same general effect. We also added in a gancho, so from our Ocho, I block with my right foot on the follower's right foot. When I lead her over, if I take her back to my right, so I'm basically taking my chest around to the right, her leg is going to try going between my legs, it's going to get blocked, which is going to cause it to hook. And now we can unhook her and come off. We talked about keeping the follower's leg nice and free and flex, so you're not tramping on, and also the leader coming up onto the ball of his foot. We then moved on to heroes. So for this, again, same start. Instead of now pivoting around with the Ocho, as a leader we took our left foot behind our right and just used this to increase the pivot. And this causes the follower to step around, so she can step backwards if I pivot her backwards, or sometimes you'll naturally feel as she wants to step backwards. So she's alternating forward steps, side steps and back steps into side steps again. For leaders we made our turn a bit more interesting. Instead of just putting the left foot behind right, we added in the piz, so sweeping it behind and then pivot, and the importance of trying to keep our balance while doing that. And we also talked about reversing the motion of this, so we can turn our heroes in either direction, and how we can also use Ochos to reverse that too. Finally, we looked at adding Planeos and leg wraps in, and also Calesitas. So from our Ocho, if I step in the direction that she's travelling, so I'm side stepping to my left or side stepping to my right, As I step to the side, if I lunge down, I drop the embrace down, which pins her leg backwards, which means when I sweep her, that leg is going to sweep along the floor. If I step forward and onto the diagonal slightly, that sweep is going to make contact with my leg, in which case I get a leg wrap as I come back, and then to unhook her, I can bring her around to here. Or what I can do is start walking backwards. This will pivot her around into a calcita, and again, I can then pivot her backwards. She can self-decorate, and if she does this, this gives me the opportunity to walk around her. Also in a calcita, and we talk about the importance of using the embrace to feel each other's balance and walking in a circle. So I think that was everything we covered today. Sorry if we missed anything. Thank you to everybody who's come. That's the one. We do, yeah. We look forward to seeing you in our classes again soon. And please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already.